Hello friends. So today we are going to our next lecture, which is standard costing part 3. In this part we are going to discuss about labor cost variance. Labor cost variance is divided into two parts. One is the labor efficiency variance. Then we have labor rate variance, and then we have labor idle time variance if idle time is given. Now remember friends, labor is divided into three categories. One is the skilled labor, the other category is the semi-skilled labor, and the next category would be the skilled labor, unskilled labor. The labor is always paid hourly wages. So hourly wages is paid to labor. Because this worker is highly skilled, this is semi-skilled, this is unskilled, so this would be paid 12 rupees an hour. This worker would be paid 10 and this worker would be paid 8. Now what I need to teach you all is idle time. Idle time is called as abnormal idle time, and this abnormal idle time is avoidable by the company. For example, there is a machine breakdown. It means the machine is not working, so there is a machine breakdown, and as a result of it the production has stopped for few hours. So this kind of time which is wasted is called labor idle time. So labor is not working during this period, but we need to pay them wages. Since they are not responsible for the machine breakdown, it is not their duty to take care to maintain the machine. So this is the labor idle time where no production is taking place, and this is always adverse. Since we are going to pay workers even though they are not at all working, there is no production happening, so this is adverse. Remember this. Now I am coming to efficiency. Efficiency is always related to productive hours. Always related to productive hours. Now what is a productive hour? I'll tell you. See, there are three types of workers: skilled, unskilled, and skilled, semi-skilled, and unskilled. So there are three types of workers. Maybe in a week they are working in hours, 100 hours, 100 hours, and 100 hours. Now friends, due to machine breakdown, the idle hours are 10 hours, 10 hours, and 10 hours. The 10 hours are the hours where the machine has breakdown and the workers have no work to do but to sit idle. So effectively, if I say that how many hours the workers have worked, so you can say that this is 90, 90, and 90 hours they have worked, which are called productive hours. So it's very simple. There is a common sense involved in it. If you want to know the efficiency, you have to see the productive hours. That means you have to take these hours to measure the efficiency. The other important thing which you need to remember in the rate variance, now I'm going to rate variance, is you have to always take the actual hours which are paid, my friends. For example, these three categories of workers have worked. They have worked for 90 hours respectively, but the company is going to pay them wages on 100 hours. So when we'll take the labor rate variance, we have to take the actual hours paid, that is 100, 100 and 100. This I would be able to explain properly once we are in the sum. Now I'm going further. Those who are finding it difficult to follow, kindly go to standard costing part 1, because labor variance is similar to material variance. Now the labor efficiency is divided into two parts. One is called sub efficiency and the next part is called mix. So I'm not going more deeper since we have already done this in our material cost variances. So I think I have to go to the sum. So we are going to the sum. Let's read the sum. The following was the composition of a gang of workers in a factory during a particular month. In one of the production departments, the standard composition of workers and wage rate per hour was as follows: skilled, semi-skilled, unskilled. 2 workers, they are being paid a standard rate at 20 per hour each. Okay. 4 workers at a standard rate of 12 per hour each. Okay. 4 workers at a standard rate of 8 hours each. Now remember friends, the skilled worker is paid 20 rupees per hour. The semi-skilled is paid 12 rupees per hour and the unskilled is paid 8 rupees per hour. So you can see that there is a difference in their wage rate since their efficiency is decreasing. So now what we need to do is, during the month in the question, however, the actual consumption of the gang and the hourly rates paid were as under: skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. The gang was engaged for 200 hours during the month, which included 12 hours for no production was possible due to machine breakdown, and 810 units of the product were recorded. Okay, so I'm starting with the sum. Those who are not following it, kindly go through the first lecture. So we are going to our sum number 1 and I'm reading it. So what we need to do first is, the workers are skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. 2 workers, 4 workers, 4 workers. So what I need is, I need standard hours. So what should I do now? Two minutes, give me. Okay, it's a difficult sum. Follow whatever I am doing it. Working note 1. Now the purpose is, I have to make something what is required. We require a standard. So we have hours, we have rate and we have amount. Then there are 3 kinds of workers: skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. Okay, skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. Okay, then the wage rate per hour is 20, 12 and 8. Okay, so 20, 12 and 8. Now I need to find hours. Okay, I need to find hours. So there was quite a disturbance. So I'm coming back to the question. So the question is, the following was the composition of gang of workers in a factory during a particular month. Okay, so where were we? I need to find the standard hours. Standard hours, how will I find the standard hours? So there are two workers and the standard output of the gang was 4 units for 1 hour. Okay, so it is a quite tricky sum, but we will do it. Now I need to find the standard hours for the actual output. Remember, for the actual output I need to find the standard hours. So the actual output is how much? The actual output is 810 units of the product were recorded at output. Okay, so 810 units. So the actual output is 810 units. Okay, now for each category of worker I'm going to find. So this is skilled, then we have semi-skilled, and then we have unskilled workers. Okay, now what is given to us? Two workers are a gang together and they are making 4 units in 1 hour. Okay, so two workers are making 4 units in 1 hour. So for 810 units, how many hours are consumed? So where is the calculator? Okay, so 2 into 810 divide by 4 is 405 hours. Okay, similarly we are going to do this. 4 workers in a gang, 4 units, 1 hour, same. So 4 workers are in a gang, they are making 4 units together and they are making in 1 hour, and we want for the actual output, which is 810 units. So 4 into 810 divide by 4 is going to give me 810 hours. Okay, then next part is 4 workers, again same, 4 workers in a gang and they are making 4 units into 1 hour into 810 units. We want it for the actual output. I think this is also going to come 810. Yes, so 810 hours. So very difficult part, we have done it in a simpler way. So 405, 810 and 810. Okay, 405, 810, 810. So total is how much? 10 plus 810 is 2025. Okay, now 405 into 20 is 8100, and 810 into 12 is going to give me 9720, and 810 into 8 is going to give me 6480. So 8100 plus 9720 plus 6480 is going to give me 24300, and this is for the actual 810 units. Yes, we have done the most difficult part. I'm rubbing this out. Those who are finding it difficult, kindly go through standard costing part 1. So now I'm reading the question, and now what they have said is, okay, the actual composition of the gang and hourly rates paid were, okay, the actual composition and hourly rates they have given us. So we are going to find the actual. So actual is again for 810 units only. So here also hours, rate, amount, then this is skilled, this is semi-skilled, and this is unskilled. Okay, unskilled, SK. Okay, so wage rate per worker per hour is 20, 14 and 10. Okay, so 20, 14 and 10. Yes, so there are two workers who are skilled, and the gang was engaged for 200 hours during a month. Okay, so no problem. So I need to prepare a working note here. Working note 2. This is for actuals, which is skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. Hours we are going to take, these are the paid hours. So there are two workers, each worker is working for 200 hours, so there are 400 hours been worked. Okay, three worker. Okay, so three workers, each worker working for 200 hours, so total 600 hours. Yes, five workers. Okay, so 5 workers, 200 hours, so 1000 hours. Yes, we have done it. Less we have to do the idle time. So idle time is how much? The gang was engaged for 200 hours during a month, which included 12 hours for no production. Okay, so idle time is 12 hours. So two workers not working for 12 hours, so 24 hours there is idle time. Three workers not working for 12 hours, 36 is the idle time. 5 workers not working for 12 hours, that is I think 60. Yes, 60. So this is the idle time. Then what we are going to get is the productive time. Very simple. 400 minus 24 is going to give me 376. 600 minus 36 is going to give me 564. 1000 minus 60 is going to give me 940. Okay, done. Now we are ready to fill in details. Here you have to keep in mind that here you have to take the paid hours, because cost variance is what you pay. Okay, so paid hours are 400, 600 and 1000. Yes, 400, 600, 1000 is going to give me 2000. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply this to 400 into 20, 8000. Yes, 600 into 14 is 8400, and then it's I think 10,000. So the total comes to 8,000 plus 8400 plus 10,000, which gives me 26,400. Then what I need to do? Okay, I'm going to subtract the abnormal time here only. So how much is the abnormal time? 24, 36 and 60. So total abnormal time is 24, 36 and 60, that's 120 hours. So 120 hours is the abnormal time. So what is the productive time? 2000 minus 120, so 1880 hours is the productive time. So remember one thing which I'm writing here, it's better to highlight. So I will be highlighting it with yellow. This part and this part is what we are going to do right now is okay, this part is telling you paid hours, okay, and this part is telling you productive hours. We require both, so I cannot rub the working note also, maybe I will use it later on. So we are going further. Now the entire sum is done. Labor cost variance, standard cost minus the actual cost. So how much is the standard cost? Standard cost is 224,300 and 26,400. So 24,300 and 26,400. It means the difference is how much? To 100. I should have spent 24,000 and I have spent 36,000. It means I've spent more. So this is adverse. So yes, we have got one variance which is adverse. 2 minutes, give me. Now we are going further. Now it is divided into 3 parts. One is called labor efficiency variance, and I've already told you all that this will always be productive hours, since efficiency is related to the actual number of hours you have worked. So how much is the productive hours? Okay, we have the productive time, so I'm highlighting this. Okay, this and this, all three are our productive time. So yes, we can do it. So what we are going to do is standard minus actual hours, standard hours minus actual hours into the standard rate per hour. So standard hours I need to look. Standard hours are 405, 810, 810. Okay. So I have 405, 810 and 810. This is for skilled, this is for semi-skilled, and this is for unskilled. And then remember friends, the actual hours are the productive hours. So I've highlighted it. 376, 564. Okay, 376, 564 and 940. Okay, 940. Then we are going to multiply this with the standard rate per hour. If those who are not following, just see lecture 1, 20, 12 and 8. Okay, so 20, 12 and 8. Now what we are going to do is 405 minus 376 into 20, that is 580. So I should have worked for, the worker should have worked for 400 hours, but the worker has worked only for 376 hours. It means the worker is efficient, so this is a favorable variance. Okay, 810 minus 564 into 12, so we have 2952. The worker should have worked for 800 hours. He has worked for only 500 hours, means he has completed the work earlier. It means the worker is efficient, so favorable. 810 minus 940 into 8 is going to give me 1040. The worker should have worked for 800 hours. Worker has worked for 900 hours, means consume more time. So this is adverse. So what is the net effect? 580 plus 2952 minus 1040. So we have 2492 favorable. Okay. Then we have to find the idle time variance, and this is always my friends adverse. So yes, we are going to find the idle time variance. How much is the idle time? 24, 36 and 60. Okay, so 24, 36 and 60. This is for skilled worker, this is for semi-skilled worker, and this is for unskilled worker, and this you have to multiply by the standard rate per hour. Standard rate per hour. Okay, so I'm doing standard rate per hour, where it is 20, 12 and 8. Okay, here also it was 20, 12 and 8. This is all going to come adverse. 24 into 20 is 480 adverse. So 36 into 12 is going to give me 432 adverse, and 60 into 8 is going to give me 480 adverse. So we have all the adverses together, 480 plus 432 plus 480, so it is 1392 adverse. Yes. Then we are moving forward to find the labor rate variance. The formula is standard rate minus the actual rate. And remember one thing. What you need to remember is you have to multiply with the actual hours paid. It's very important part. Actual hours paid. So again we have skilled, we have semi-skilled, we have unskilled. So I'm going to find the standard rate. Standard rate is 20, 12 and 8. Okay, so 20, 12 and 8. So, and then we need to find actual rate. Actual rate is 20, 14 and 10. Actual rate is 20, 14 and 10, and then we need to multiply with the actual hours paid. So actual hours paid is 400, 600 and 1000. These are the paid hours, 400, 600 and 1000. So 400, 600 and 1000. So here 20 minus 20 is nil. Then here it is 12 minus 14 into 600 is 1200. The worker is, I should have paid the worker 12 rupees an hour, but I am paying 14 rupees an hour. It means I am paying extra. So this is adverse. Here 2 into 1000 is 2000. Here also, instead of paying 8, I'm paying 10 rupees per hour. It means I'm paying 2 rupees extra. So again this is adverse. So how much it is? 3200 adverse. Now I hope we shall tally it. Now I'm going to reconcile it. So 2492 favorable, 1392 adverse, and 3200 adverse. So I'm going to subtract this two. So 2492 minus 1392 minus 3200 is going to give me 2100 adverse. I think we have tallied it. Yes, we have tallied it with 2100 adverse. So I'm moving further. Now I need to rub this part. So now we are going to do labor efficiency variance is how much? 2492 favorable. Okay, so 2492 favorable. So we are going to divide into two parts. One is sub efficiency variance and the other is mix variance. Now remember, my friends, this is efficiency, and efficiency is always related to productive hours. So these you need to remember, these are always the productive hours. So labor variance is sometimes done wrong. I'll rub this. Sub efficiency variance, we are on the last part. Okay, so this we have to take productive hours. For sub efficiency, I have told you take the total consumption, and here the total consumption is in hours. So we are going to take total consumption, and how much is the consumption? I have consumed 2025 hours standard or where it is. Okay, standard hours minus the actual hours into the standard rate per hour. Kindly follow material variance, those who are not following this. Standard hours is how much? I've forgotten. How much is the standard hours? Sorry, how much it is? Where it is? Standard is okay, 2025, and how much is the productive hour? 1880. Okay, 2025 1880. Yes, 2025 minus 1880. Remember friends, 1880 are the productive hours, please remember it, into the standard rate per hour. How much is the standard rate per hour? So standard rate per hour is 24,300 divided by 2025 hours. Simple. So 24,300 divided by 2025 hours. So 2025 minus 1880 is going to give me 145 into 24,300 divided by 2025 is going to give me 12. So 145 into 12 is going to give me 1740. Okay, I should have worked for 2000 hours. I've worked for 1800 hours, means I've consumed less hours. It means it is favorable. Now mix variance, we need to do our formula, me and myself, but there is a problem. So what I'll do a working note here. In standard we have hours. Okay, standard hours I'm writing here, and here are the actual productive hours. Yes, this is me, this is myself. Myself is always given to us. Those are not following, do the lecture 1. Okay, so standard hours are okay 405 810 810. Okay, 405 810 810, otherwise I will forget. 405 810 810. This is skilled, this is semi-skilled, this is unskilled. Okay, now myself productive hours. Yes, we have done 376 564. So 376, 564, and then 940. Okay, 940. Here we are going to take total. This I remember, it is 2025, and this we need to do. We know our productive hours, it is 1880. Okay, if you add also you'll get the same answer. So 1880. Now we are ready with it. We have to find me, we have to find me, and we have to find me. So I'm highlighting it. Don't try to do this without looking at lecture 1. You should look at lecture 1. Okay. Yes. So 405 I will multiply by 1880, and I will divide by 2025. I'm going to get 376. Again the same thing. I'm highlighting it, maybe this dark color, this part, and this part. So what we are going to do is 810 multiply by 1880, 810 multiply by 1880, divide by 2025. So I'm going to get 752. Okay, similarly 810 I need to multiply by 1880. I will divide by 2025. I'm going to get 752. Okay, so I have got me. So I need to take this part. So our formula is me minus myself. Okay, and remember, into standard rate per hour. We are on the last part. Standard rate per hour, somewhere I had written 20, 12 and 8. Okay, 20, 12 and 8. So I'll write here 20, 12 and 8, otherwise I will forget. Okay, so me is 752 minus myself is 564. 752 minus 564, again 752 minus 940. Here this will be 0, so no variance. 752 minus 564, 188 into 12 is going to give me 2256. I should have worked for 700 hours. I've worked for 500 hours. It means I've consumed less number of hours, so it is favorable. 752 minus 940 into 8, 1504. I should have worked for 700 hours. I've worked for 900 hours, means I've worked for more hours, so this is adverse. So now 1504 minus 2256, I'm going to get 752 favorable. Now let's reconcile it. I hope I am right. 1740 favorable and 752 also favorable. Okay, so 1740 plus 752, I get 2492 favorable. Is it telling where it is the efficiency variance? Yes, 2492 favorable, and this is 2492 favorable. Okay, yes, we have done with the sum. Thank you everyone.